Today I'm just going to go over a few items, 10 items that you should have as a beginner when you are starting to dabble in doing your makeup. Hopefully you watch my videos and learn a thing or two, and definitely ask for some advice because I will be more than happy to provide it. So I'm just going to start off by my experience. I did start doing my makeup when I was about 13 or 14 years old. I remember walking into the store and I wasn't even allowed to wear makeup yet, and I would just go into the store and just be like, I want to put this on, I want to put this on. But there's just so much to choose from, and I know I definitely wish that I had someone to tell me all the different types of products and how they can be used. So the very first thing that you're going to want to get is makeup brushes. There are so many different types of brushes, but if you buy the little sets they come with, from your foundation brush all the way to your eyeshadow brushes, just the basics like crease brushes, then they have your eyeshadow application brushes, and then you have your blending brushes, which are all needed if you're trying to achieve maybe a very colorful look. You don't want to have like orange here, red here, and then you just have like these lines in your face. So makeup brushes are a must. So what the first ones I'm going to show you are my Coastal Scents brushes. They do have different, oh, I dropped one. They do have different types of brushes dependent on what your financial situation is. I definitely am showing you my lower cost products because when we all start out, I mean, come on, let's be real. Who's gonna spend $200 on makeup brushes? I certainly are not. So what I got was this really cute pack from Coastal Scents. They always have specials, and it looks like this. So you can have somewhere that you can keep them when you are not using them. And here you have the blush brush, you have your contouring brush for when you're applying your contour colors. And again, here's the eyeshadow brush. I don't want to really have to go through all of them because I don't want to make this so lengthy that you stop watching. I hope you watch it all the way through. But it just kind of has everything that you're going to need in it, from, like I said, the blush brush all the way to the end. And I think there's one missing in there. Naughty me, forgot to put it back inside the pack. So that's the first thing that you're going to need as a beginner. The second thing that you're going to need is eyeliner. Everyone needs eyeliner because at some point you're going to see someone who's done either a winged eyeliner or has like a smudge liner in the bottom of their eyes, and you're gonna be like, oh wait, but what am I supposed to use? That's why you should always have eyeliner. There's so many different colors that you can have. They have blue. I know blue is like the new thing. Sometimes I use my eyeshadow underneath my eyes to get that smudged liner look, but there's nothing like having an eyeliner. And let me go grab my eyeliner because I'm supposed to have this stuff ready and I don't. So I'll be right back. I have returned from my dungeon of makeup. I have so much, sometimes it's hard to keep up with. So for liquid eyeliner, I do use NYX because they are super affordable. For my liquid eyeliner, this is what I am using. See if it gets in focus. No, doesn't want to focus. Okay, so this is what I'm using for my liquid. And it looks like this brush. I like this because you can kind of flick it with your wrist. Some people like to use the stiff brushes. I don't like the stiff brushes because I don't feel like I have the ability to command my brush. And let's be real, I want to control how I put my makeup on my face. Another option, I have this Aqua eye pencil from Makeup Forever. It is waterproof for my inner line. It looks like this. See if you can see that. So what you do with this is you put it on your inner eye, the bottom lid, if you want to achieve that kind of like dark line in the bottom and the inside waterline. I personally like to do that. It looks good when I'm doing my liquid liner, but be careful because your eyes can look very small when applying dark in the inner line and then your wings on the top. So I like to do either or, because I don't like to seem like my eyes are hiding, you know. So the second thing that you're going to need is eyeshadow. I use anywhere from Sephora brand to Anastasia eyeshadow palettes, different types, but regular drugstore eyeshadow works just the same. So I have the nudes from Maybelline, and that's currently what I'm wearing. So this costs about $6 or $7. Starting out, having a nude palette is a must, because like when you're wearing a lip color that is like this one and it requires more of a subtle eye color, you don't want to have like blue eyeshadow and then like a different color lip. I mean you can do that if you want to, but I won't do that unless it's Halloween, and let's be real, we're in July, we're not in October. So after your eyeshadow, if you want to get bold beginning, you can either use a brow gel or you can use a brow pencil. I don't have a brow pencil because I prefer to use a gel. It depends on what you're comfortable doing. And again, I said in my previous video, if you want your eyebrows to be dark as anything, do them as dark as you want, as dark as you want, as light as you want, because I hear all these different comments of, oh, her eyebrows are so dark, or oh, her eyebrows look so this or so that. Whatever makes you happy, just do it. So I'm currently using the NYX brow gel, which I love, and that's what I'm wearing now. It's super easy to use and it's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about sweating and your eyebrows like crying and coming off and stuff. So this one is definitely one I highly recommend. Again, $6, you can get it at Ulta or you can get it at CVS. My CVS now has like a whole NYX section, so of course I go there periodically. My cat is scratching on her scratching post, but she has no caps on, so I don't even understand. I also did forget to mention that you can also use a powder for your brows. I don't know how I missed that. I guess I got so used to using the liquid that I completely forgot that they had powder. So the powder that I used is the NYX powder. It is has a gel, a pomade that you put on first, and then after the pomade you put on the liner to outline your brows to the shape that you want them, and then use the darker color to fill them in. Again, I moved on to the liquid, so I completely forgot that I had that, but that is an option for you. The next thing you're going to need is a primer. Now your makeup will last all day if you prime your face. It kind of will last if you don't, but you'll have a better chance of your makeup lasting throughout the day and then you going home and still looking at your face and still seeing your makeup on with a primer, a face primer. You need a face primer and an eyeshadow primer. I'm currently also using the NYX eyeshadow primer. They have a nude color and they also have a white color. I don't know where that is right now, because today I used my MAC priming eyeshadow because I couldn't find my NYX. But if you can't afford the MAC one, you can definitely get the NYX one. It works just as good. They do have the different color options, but you do definitely want to prime first so that your makeup will last all day. And after your primer, most importantly, you need a foundation. Now, I'm not blessed enough to be able to walk out of the house without foundation because my face decides it's going to break out sometimes and then not break out some other times. So I currently have the Fit Me, the 230 and the Fit Me 222. I have the matte and the dewy. Depending on the look that you're going for or how you're dressed, will determine which one you use. You don't have to use these. These are my go-tos. I've been using these since I can't even remember. It's been so long, but I'm in love with these. Now, if you want to go on the higher end, I do have the MAC foundation as well. It's pretty empty, so this one was one of my favorites. But again, if you're starting out, I do recommend going with the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't get acne from it. I don't get any type of like clogged feeling or caked feeling. It's just a very light wear. It's smooth and it's very creamy, which I love. And again, having the matte and the dewy will determine on what type of look that you're going for. After your foundation, you definitely want to have your concealer. I am currently using Instant Age Rewind Eraser as my concealer. I am in love with this concealer, and also the Fit Me brand by Maybelline has a good concealer as well. So I can definitely vouch for those. I have used both of those today. I'm currently wearing the Age Rewind concealer, and I'll post links in the bottom so you guys can see what I'm talking about and kind of make your own assumptions when you want to try them. Next is your mascara. Now, I have different mascaras. I have Bobbi Brown. This is actually one of my favorites. It's called Great Lash. It's also by Maybelline. So between NYX and Maybelline, I have a lot of their stuff, and it's actually very affordable and very good. When you're using your mascara, it all depends on the brush. If you look at this brush, it's a really big fluffy brush, and it makes your lashes fuller and longer. So pay attention to the brushes. It's not necessarily only the product that is inside of the bottle, but also the brush that it comes with. A lot of people miss that, and they don't know that when they're starting out with makeup, and they just go by the stiletto one. I mean, it's very catchy and you think of high heels, but the mascara itself, the brush was I tried, it was very flimsy. I did not like it. My lashes did not look full. They looked very thin, and it just did not apply to my lashes the way this does. Again, this is about $5 or $6 depending on where you get it. The next and most important thing that you want to have when you're doing your makeup is your setting spray. So right now I'm currently using Urban Decay and Slay All Day. This is actually a sample that I got with my Sephora box. I wanted to try it out before I buy the big size. I'm all about trying products out, and if you can, I definitely recommend signing up for the Sephora box because you get to try a lot of different products before you buy them, and they're a little more expensive. NYX also has a setting spray. I'm not too crazy about it. I don't really notice the long wear of my makeup, but I can say that this Urban Decay one is really good. And then I have another one, it's called Slay All Day. It's really great. It has a lavender fresh scent, so it's actually my favorite setting spray currently. But you know, it's good to venture out and try new different things. And last but not least, a contouring and a blush palette. You have to have these both if you're venturing out in the makeup world, just to try new looks. A lot of the things on YouTube do have a contouring and do have a blush palette. I actually went to TJ Maxx and got this one. It was $8.99. I do not know how to contour professionally. I am practicing and learning because it's something relatively new. And I think this started with the whole Kim K thing, or how she does her makeup came out. So now everyone is doing it. I like this one because it did come with an informational pamphlet. So again, if you're a beginner, go to TJ Maxx, get something from there, and try to find something that kind of gives you a guide on how to do it. I don't want, when I put my makeup on, to look like a completely different person. I don't like to put 500 pounds of makeup on. If that's what makes you happy, then I mean, by all means do it. But I definitely do recommend starting out with the cheaper one first, because they do have some really expensive ones, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna give up and you're gonna throw it in your drawer and you're gonna say forget about it. So my blush palette, I do have NYX and I have some other brands, but this was my this is a little cheapy because I wanted multiple colors. They're really pigmented. If you see my other videos, you'll see I literally tap it and I put it on my face, and I have to like blend it out because it's so pigmented. This is from Coastal Scents, and it's called the Blush 2 palette. So I'm guessing that it runs about $5, $6. They're not expensive, and they always have deals going on, so if you want to buy other products from them, you can. I don't like their lip glosses. I don't recommend their lip glosses. I'm more of like a matte lipstick or a liquid lipstick, or a very thick gloss that will last all day. I hate putting lip gloss on and having to put it in another 6 minutes later. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope that you found it very informational and that you enjoyed watching, and I hope that you watched my video from beginning to end and you didn't just fast forward. If you have anything that you want to see, definitely comment below and let me know what you think. And if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe.